Imagine losing everything, your home, your family, your identity, being left with nothing but your existence. This is not a story someone imagined. This is something Viktor Frankl actually lived through in Nazi concentration camps, and yet instead of breaking completely, he discovered something powerful, that even in the worst suffering, life still has meaning. There is a moment where prisoners are stripped of everything, their names replaced by numbers, their belongings taken away. And in that moment, Frankel realizes something shocking. Everything can be taken from a person except one thing, the freedom to choose how you respond. This becomes the foundation of his entire philosophy. He observed that not everyone in the camp reacted the same way. Some people lost hope quickly, while others, despite extreme suffering, found reasons to keep going. And the difference was not physical strength, it was meaning. Those who had a reason to live could endure almost any situation. Frank himself held on to the thought of his wife. He didn't even know if she was alive, but the idea of love gave him strength, and this shows something deep. Love is not just a feeling, it can become a source of survival. There is also a moment where he imagines himself living, giving lectures after surviving, explaining what he went through. This vision gave his suffering a purpose and turned pain into something meaningful. Another powerful example is how prisoners would share their piece of bread with others, even in extreme scarcity. Some chose kindness. This shows that human dignity can survive even in the darkest conditions. Frankel also talks about how suffering changes when it has meaning. Pain without purpose feels unbearable, but when you see a reason behind it, you can endure it differently. He introduces the idea that life is not about asking what we want from life, but what life expects from us. This shift changes everything. Instead of feeling like a victim, you start feeling responsible. There is also a deep lesson about attitude. Even when circumstances cannot be changed, your attitude can. This is the last freedom no one can take away from you. Frankel observed that people who lost hope often didn't survive long, because once the mind gives up, the body follows. This shows how powerful our mindset is. Another example is about finding meaning in small moments. So, what is finding meaning? A sunrise, a memory, a conversation, even in suffering, these moments give strength. He also talks about 3 ways to find meaning: through work, through love, and through suffering. Work gives purpose, love gives connection, and suffering gives growth when faced with the right attitude. There is a moment where prisoners are forced to do hard labor, in freezing conditions, and yet some would still find small reasons to smile or help others. This shows that circumstances don't define your inner state completely. Frankl's philosophy called logotherapy is based on this idea that the primary drive in life is not pleasure or success, but meaning. Another powerful idea is that happiness cannot be chased. Happiness cannot be chased directly. It comes as a result of living a meaningful life. He also explains that suffering is unavoidable in life. Loss, failure, pain, one faces it. But what matters is how you respond to it. There is a strong lesson about responsibility. You are responsible for finding meaning in your life. No one else can do it for you. Frankl also highlights that even in hopeless situations, there is always a choice to give up or to rise. Another example is about future vision. Those who could see future beyond their suffering had a reason to survive. He also talks about how comfort is not the ultimate goal. Meaning is. Because comfort can disappear but meaning stays. Another lesson is about resilience. Humans are stronger than they think and can adapt to extreme conditions. Frankl shows that even in suffering, there can be growth. Pain can teach strength, empathy, and perspectives. He also explains that life always has meaning, even when it feels empty or difficult. You just have to find it. Another idea is about purpose. When you have a purpose, your struggle feel different. They become part of your journey, not obstacles. The book also teaches that external success is not everything. Inner strength and meaning matter more than anything else. Another lesson is about gratitude. Even small things become valuable when everything else is taken away. Frankl emphasizes that you cannot control everything in life, but you can control your response. Another great idea is about inner freedom. No matter the situation, your inner world can remain strong. The final message of this book is very deep and powerful. Life is not about avoiding suffering. Life is about finding meaning despite it. And when you find meaning, you find a strength. So whatever you are going through right now, ask yourself, what is the meaning in this? What can I learn? How can I grow? Because your response has the power to change your entire life. If this video touched you in any way, comment below. What gives your life meaningful? And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep and impactful book summaries. Until then, see you. Take care.